Hey guys, and welcome to a very special episode of Toy Tengoku. I'm your host, Lindsay.
And I'm Anna. I'm here again.
And we have an HLJ original with us today. This is HLJ exclusive and HLJ made, and we are going to show it off for you today. And the reason I'm excited about this in particular is because I actually worked on some of the artwork in this and came up with the concept design for the product. So I'm super excited to finally have this in person after months of waiting.
Yeah, it feels like we've been waiting for these forever. So it's so cool. We finally have them. We can take a look at the finished product and see Lindsay's, concept brought to life in these. So if you guys like Toy Tengoku, if you like Lindsay, you should definitely pick up a box of these.
Please.
But
I would be happy.
We're also selling them individually. So if you don't want to invest in a whole box, but you just want to show your love for Lindsay, you can get just one of them that's randomly selected for 600 something yen?
680 yen.
680 yen. So it's pretty cheap. It's a good way to support the show and the work that we've done personally for the company. So not me, but Lindsay. So that would be really cool.
I would love you forever. Also, I haven't named the product yet. These are from the anime that aired in 2019, early this year. This is Dororo. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. We love the show, which is, of course, why we made products of it. But these are 10 different scenes from the show with different characters in them. Mostly the same characters because if you've seen the show, you know it's mostly about the same two people. But so I want to crack this open to look at every single one. These are rubber straps. So this is, we've called this our Animemories collection. I'll tell you more about that in a bit, but this is the Dororo rubber strap collection. So here it is, the Dororo Animemories rubber strap collection. So I told you before I'd talk a little bit about the concept with these two. So we decided that rather than just doing basic rubber straps of the characters in the show, we would take scenes from the show and turn them into the rubber straps. So these aren't just like the characters having a good time over here fighting and stuff. These are actual scenes taken from episodes. So we're going to kind of go through each one, talk about it briefly, so you can get a better idea of what's going on in the box.
We thought that the name Animemories was pretty good for this set because it really describes what concept we were going for the keychains, straps, whatever you want to call them. And this is the first release. Not only is it an HLJ exclusive, but it's the first release under our manufacturing brand HLJ Pop. So we're introducing the line, the brand. It's all pretty cool and exciting.
Right, and we all did this as a team. Like me and Anna and the other members of my marketing team, we all had several meetings where we came up with HLJ Pop, we came up with Animemories. And then me and someone else on my team, as well as another person we had help us from a company called Aqua, actually did all of the illustrations. I'll tell you who did what in a sec.
So let's get it open.
So as usual, I open these from the bottom so I don't hurt the box itself. But if you want to use it for display, this does pop open into a nice little store display box. So we've got blind boxes. Now, Anna, when we have blind boxes on this show, we typically do a fun little game where we guess what's inside. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right. So we'll mix them up. We also have a special landing page for these where you can see like the explanation of each. So take one, Anna. Anyone? I'm going to take this one. So there's 10 that it could be. On the side here we can see all of the variations. I'm gonna guess that I have this one, this yellow one.
I've got my heart set on the sharks.
Okay.
They're super cute. Okay. Do you do these from the bottom?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm not good at this. And I have no fingernails.
I can open it if you need me to.
I got it. I got it.
All right, here we go, guys. Nope.
No sharks. Oh, this one is really cute, though. This is one of my favorite episodes. Her name is Mio, right?
Yeah, so this character is Mio. She's very sweet. You want to take it out of the plastic or shall we leave it in? Okay. So one nice thing is when we picked the packaging for this, we specifically picked this type of packaging so if people wanted to protect the straps, they could hang it up while still leaving it in the package.
By collectors for collectors, man. These are so cute. The colors are so vibrant. Can you see that? And it's so shiny on the back.
So this was one that I drew. So thanks for
love this
pulling
one.
mine, Anna. This is from episode 5 where we first meet Mio. And so the other characters in it are Dororo in the center there and Hyakimaru. And Hyakimaru starts the show like with no limbs, no ears, no face, no eyes, nothing.
No spoilers.
No
Just
spoilers.
watch it.
But he fights demons to slowly regain back his body parts. And this is the episode where he first gets his sense of hearing back. Sorry, that's a slight spoiler. But I have to say it because Mio is singing and it's like the first sound that he likes. And so it's like a really important time for him because he hates Dororo's voice and everything else basically. And the one I pulled is another significant moment. I'm gonna spoil it, but I'm sorry, guys.
We're gonna have to. So turn the episode off now if you haven't seen Dororo and you don't want spoilers. But if you're a masochist and haven't seen it, or you have seen it and you already know what happens, feel free to watch on. Go, Lindsay.
So this is from the episode where Hyakimaru gains back his sense of smell, and it's also the episode where he first says Dororo's name. So he couldn't talk either, and he wasn't. He didn't really know how to talk right at first, like, because you don't suddenly just know words right after you learn how to speak if you can't hear. So this was just a very significant moment. You can see Dororo's really
Sparkly.
right, like very kando suru. What's that in English?
Moved.
And he's just kind of like walking off nonchalantly, and he's just like, oh my god. He also gains back his sense of smell. So he was testing out this flower and gave it to Dororo at the time. Very cute. All right, next box.
Okay, here we go. All right, I'm holding out for the sharks.
Okay.
I want those sharks.
I'm gonna get Tahomaru.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh.
No!
Anna pulled the other one I drew, which is really funny.
So let's talk about this one. It's very cute. I like this scene too.
This is actually from the same scene as the Mio one. Not the same scene, same episode, I'm sorry. Where he gets back his sense of hearing, and this is right afterwards. And so
everything is so loud and it
Yes.
hurts his ears, so they tie this cloth around his head to kind of block his ears.
but it's a big ribbon, and so Dororo's laughing about it,
'Cause he
and
looks
he
goofy.
doesn't understand what's going on.
And they were by a campfire when all this happened, so there's a little campfire there. Very cute. Shiny blue on the back of this one.
Now, for this one, we wanted to do 2 straps where it was just Hyakimaru and just Dororo, because lots of the scenes have them together, but some people just like to show off one character, right? On your like bag or keychain or whatever. So this is from a scene way later in the series, and I don't think I need to talk much about the scene itself, because it's too many spoilers, honestly. But this is just one of the really cool scenes where Hyakimaru's fighting one of the demons. And this demon design in particular was really funny. And the designer who worked with us on these from Aqua wanted to draw this demon a lot.
It's very cute. I love the way it turned out. The eyes, the little beady eyes.
Very cute. Okay.
Are we guessing again?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with the crab on the nose.
Oh, I was going to guess that one too.
Oh.
So well, we can guess the same one.
Okay.
Because then if one of us gets
Nose
it.
crab.
Nose crab. I did not get nose crab.
Oh, come on. No.
All right, so I got episode 1, the very first time we see Dororo. This is when he's stolen. Sorry, Dororo's actually a girl.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Well, but she's trying to look like a boy, so that's kind of the point. Because her parents aren't with her anymore, and they didn't want her to be taken advantage of, so they purposely tried to get her to look like a boy. Because she was alone. So anyway, she just stole a bunch of stuff from some, like, not bandits, but they weren't great people either, and was trying to sell it as if they were hers. So this is just that cute introduction scene to the character.
And then we have another really iconic scene.
Yes.
Was this from the end of the first season?
This was from right after the first half of the season, when Tahomaru, this is Hyakimaru's brother, is coming back to try to fight him. Like, now he knows who he is, and he feels this pressure to protect his village. I'm not going to tell you why, but he goes up against Hyakimaru, and they're like fighting on a cliffside, and it's a really important moment in the series. So yeah, we wanted to capture that for you. And come on, we had to get the brothers together.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna guess the crab again.
Sharks. Oh
this
my
is
God.
a heavy
They're
one.
gonna be the last ones we pull.
I haven't gotten the first one, I guessed, either. Oh, I got the first one, I guess.
Sharks!
We got the two coasters.
All right,
So-
the 2 round ones.
These Dororo rubber straps are huge, if you haven't been able to tell
Yeah.
by our hands.
My hands are really small though, guys, so take this with a grain of salt. If you have tiny hands, they'll look like this on you.
But no, they are really big. Like, my phone's also big, so you can't really tell, but this is a Galaxy 10 Plus. They're like basically half the
Yeah,
height of a
they're pretty
Galaxy
great.
10 Plus. Anyways, so this is from the very last episode when we have a slightly older Dororo. As you can see, she's now dressed like a woman. Very cute, but I won't say anything else because spoilers.
And I haven't seen this episode. I didn't watch the series to the end, so Lindsay's gonna have to tell you about this one.
Okay, so
The sharks have names.
Shark Boy. So the boy's name is Shiranui, and the sharks are Jiromaru and Saburomaru. Try to say that
Little
three
bitty
times
eyes.
fast. Three times fast. Try to say that 3 times fast. Sorry. Anyways, this is another important part of the series, and actually takes place right before this fight between Hyakimaru and his brother. Dororo's all tied up. He's on a boat, and the people who abducted him are about to get eaten by sharks. As some of you know, Dororo was made by the very famous Tezuka, and in the original series, this character Shiranui is also in it as well and plays an important part. So we wanted to include more characters than just, of course, the duo. So we had to include Shark Boy.
And sharks. All right, last ones.
Who left? So we haven't
What do
gotten
we have
crabs.
left?
That means one of us has the crab, and one of us has Tahomaru.
Okay.
I think I have Tahomaru.
Okay, I'm good with the crab.
I got him.
All right, finally. I'm really bad at this. Ooh, that's pretty on the back.
All right, so this is Hyakimaru as a kid, and as I mentioned before, he doesn't have any sense of, hearing, taste,
Nothing.
sight,
He's
and
got
nothing.
nothing.
And he doesn't have a real face either. This is plastic, his face, or wood, I guess.
Prosthetic. Basically, he has prosthetic arms and legs and prosthetic skin. Kind of a mask, really.
Yeah, as if they had plastic back in that age. Anyways, so it's a prosthetic face, so he can't feel the crab on him at all. And he can't see it either. He's just like, what the heck is this on me? And so it's just a very funny scene.
It's cute.
But this, I should also mention, is by the designer on my team at HLJ. Her name's Koishi, and she's also mentioned on the landing page as well. This is the first one she did as we were making concept art for it. So it's basically her first design from the set.
And we love it.
Yes. And then this is, as I mentioned before from that fighting one, this is Hyakimaru's brother, Tahomaru. And these two are, what's the word in Japanese for like when you have samurai and you've got, or you're like a lord and you have
He's
two.
like a daimyo and they're his samurai. I don't know.
They're not samurai, but they're basically his closest soldiers, his
Bodyguards, kind of.
Bodyguards,
They go
kind of.
everywhere with
Yes,
him,
yes.
and he confides in them and things like that.
So they're Hyogo and Mutsu. And one of the important things about this strap isn't just from the scene it comes from, where we get introduced to all three of them, but this is the only merchandise that exists of these two. And on the Japanese Twitter post we made initially announcing the series, the voice actress of this character retweeted it and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy because this is the first merchandise of me, like of my character." So we were pretty excited that the voice actress came forward and was happy about it.
As you throw
as I throw it. So anyways, that is our Dororo rubber strap collection. There's a ton of them. So many scenes from the show.
Yes,
10 in total.
10 beautiful straps that could be yours.
If you stay tuned and see Hannah win them. Okay, we can probably cut it there. So that was our Dororo rubber strap collection from our new Animemories line. And of course, as we do with Toy Tengoku, we are giving this box away to one lucky winner. So you get the complete set of all 10 straps, autographed by me, I guess. Should I do that? Do you want an autograph? I'll autograph it for you if you want.
Okay, when we end up contacting the winner, we'll ask if you want it autographed, and if you do, she can do that for you.
I will sign your box or your strap or your face if you come to Japan. You know, it just feels so good right now about my rubber straps. Anyways, if you would like to win a box, all you gotta do is comment on YouTube or HobbyLink TV, so you can enter up to 2 times.
Make sure you're logged in on HobbyLink TV, that your name is showing up as your logged in account if you want to win. We need to be able to contact you if you win, and that's how we contact you.
Yep, and be sure to not enter multiple times on the same platform because that is not allowed.
We will catch your comments and you won't be able to win at all. So just one time on YouTube, one time on HobbyLink TV, and you're covered.
So that's all you got to do. And be sure, of course, to like this video and subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss any of our fun videos. And, join up on HobbyLink TV as well so you see all of our blog content too, because we're updating that all the time. So anyways, that about wraps it up for today. So thank you very much for watching. And, if you don't win, you can order one yourself. And you'd make me a very happy person. Anyways.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
See ya!